Hello everyone and welcome to my vlog. My name is April. I'm sorry, I was gonna make like a funny welcome to my vlog. First thing first though, I do want to apologize for those who are actually, looking through my videos and I've been asking why I have been MIA. The reason why I've been MIA is just I've been going through a lot of personal matter, and I just felt like me trying to help other people when I'm kind of stuck in the middle of something, it's really hard to help others in a way. And I just felt like I needed just time for myself and stuff like that. But this video is gonna be talking about living the experience of having the one horrible roommate. And everybody who has moved out has experienced having the worst roommate, the nightmare roommate. I've gone through that. Pretty sure everyone has too. So this is what I'm gonna be talking about. No names are gonna be said. I just feel like it's better off she doesn't being that much involved. I don't really think she needs to, So just knowing guys, this video is not talking shit. It's just my personal experience of what I've gone through. So, do I do laptop? No laptop. Whatever. So, let's just talk about I'm gonna talk everything that happened in events, because I just feel like if I go off topic and I say other things, it's just I have to go back and back and back. So, first things first. So when I first moved out a year ago on June 23rd. Yeah. So June 23rd, moved out last year. It was a pretty good experience, living on my own. It was tough at first. My first video talks about the things I've gone through when I first moved out. I'm not really gonna discuss it again, but just watch the first video and you understand how basically how I turned my life over. But that's not what this video is about. It's just about how my roommate is. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so
at Minted, you'll discover hundreds of unique wedding invitation designs that can...
Okay. Sorry, I have all these ads I don't like. Whatever. Okay, so sorry about that. Okay, so let's see. Let me talk about. She was a good friend. I appreciate her being my friend for the year and a half or 2 years I've known her. But things just got the shit. So when we first problem that me and my other roommate had with her was that she likes to do things without discussing with both of us, it's us three living in an apartment, I feel like you're supposed to talk to us, sit us down and talk to us, what you want to do, what you want to get, and stuff like that. You get me? It's not just your apartment, it's all of our apartment. I just felt like she didn't understand that. I just felt like she felt okay, since she lives here, she could do whatever she wants also. I'm not the type of person to say that you can't do this, but you also need to discuss it. If it's gonna affect me and another person, you have to discuss it, which she really didn't want to do. So, my roommate who already lived there had a dog, and me and my other roommate wanted to have a dog, but we're okay, this is too soon. We'll get one maybe our second year living here. And that wasn't the case. She ended up getting a dog within the first 2 months of living there, out of nowhere. She told us that she wanted to get one, just not anytime soon, because it's just a process to get a dog, you don't just wake up one day and go grab one and come home with one. No. But to her, that's exactly how it happened. She talked about it, the next day she ended up getting a dog, and we're just what the fuck. But we're just very this is one thing her first mistake we let aside. We didn't care much about it, whatever. But then it got to a problem with that dog, kept fighting with the other dog and kept just causing problems and just like tensions around the house. It was just really annoying because then like I don't know. That happened. Also, where that was like the first thing that kind of having like problems, whatever. And then the second thing, we also had like we were all buying groceries together, but then we all decided like that's not a good idea. That was not a great idea because like we both had different work schedules and everything. And then me and her would always shop together, and we would get things that all my other roommate did not eat, you know. So he ended up leaving, and it was just us two buying groceries. And then I noticed that like she buys a lot of things like I don't want to eat, you know, something like I don't have, like I don't like that, like why I want to pay for that, you know. So and we had different work schedules also, and then I just felt like I never had the opportunity to actually sit down and have a meal with her because I was always working, and there was literally never any food. So I was like, I'm literally paying for food that I'm not even eating. So I call it quits with that. I'm like, look, like it's better off we don't like mix groceries together. You gave me we buy all our separate groceries, and I guess that's when she started getting mad about that, because we used to all have like dinner together, we sit down, watch TV, watch a movie, whatever, when we're eating. Now she doesn't do that. She gets her dog, cooks her meal, and goes straight to her room. No problem. Like if you want to act like that, like go ahead, act like that. I'm just not gonna deal with like a child, you know. And then what else has happened? Okay, it was a dog, the food, and then she just kept buying things for the house without letting us know, and we didn't like that. Like, you know, like you can't buy things what we already have just because you think there's another sale on it, you know. Don't get me wrong, like I love sales. I sell this, sale that, I'm gonna go and get them. I don't care. But if you know we have a huge like, this is an example. Okay, so we had a giant like tub of freaking soap, like a really big one. And then I guess she just went online shopping, and she just bought a whole bunch of them, like a whole bunch of dish soap, like, or hand soap, I don't know, whatever it was. And then we were just like, look, we already have, like, you should look what we don't have and then buy if we don't. No, she'll buy things, she'll overbuy things, and then she'll charge us through rent out of it. And then we notice that rents keep going up and up, and I'm just like, that's weird, like, why is our rent keep going up and up? And then we finally discussed it with him, like, look, like, don't buy things without discussing this. And then she's like, all right, we won't. She ends up still doing it, and we're just like, okay, it's another problem. Like, she does not listen, and she doesn't care what we think or say. And she ended up fostering dogs, which wasn't really a problem. It's just that, like, we already have 2 dogs in the house, pretty medium to big dogs. Like, we don't need extra dogs in the place. Like, our apartment wasn't that big to foster a whole bunch of dogs too, you get me? So like that happened. Another dog came in, and that dog was fighting her dog, and she ended up getting attacked by one of the dogs. Like, it was just a really big mess. And like her getting attacked by that foster dog, she thought it was still a good idea to help foster other dogs. So she basically made our freaking apartment like a little like animal shelter, in which we weren't okay with that. And like, we don't know how many times we had to say, like, you have to discuss this about that. Like, you letting us know that you're bringing a foster dog and not asking us about it, like, if we're okay with that. That's what I guess she didn't really think about. But like, people like that just don't care, like, what we care, what we think. And it's just like, I'm tired of doing this. Like, so if she wants to act like that, like, I'm gonna do what I want to do. And if she doesn't like it, it's not my fault. And then, what else has happened? Okay, so, that has happened. And then she got really mad at how, so a lot of people, I guess culture-wise, like me as being Hispanic, I've never used the dishwasher. Basically, like, my family would use it as like a storage, just to like let it dry, but like that's it. Like, we don't really use it. I don't know why. I just don't. I never use it. And I guess her culture, she does use it, and it's just like too Hispanic against like white, Italian, Jewish, whatever she was. And it's just like she would complain on how we didn't like how she didn't like the way that we did our dishes. Like she didn't like us using hot water and soap like normal people do. She wanted everything to be sterilized. She wanted everything to go through the dishwasher, so she would wash them and then put them in a dishwasher. It could be washed again. So it was just like confusing. Like you're just wasting more water, and like I didn't like that. I'm just like. And then sometimes like she would take it out after we like wash our dishes and put them away. She would take them out and put them back in the dishwasher. Like it's just unnecessary things that she was just doing, which is really stupid. But like also it's like a whole cultural difference. You get me? Like I understand, but like you need to respect how we want to do our own dishes. You know? I just feel like little things that she just get mad about, like she'll complain about. Like we don't complain about you doing this and that. You know? I mean, we should have. I just felt like she walked around, like she walked all over me and my other roommate, like big time. Like I truly like agree on that. Like there's a lot of things I could have said, but I just didn't want to have any more problems in the apartment. Like me, like we got into an argument about the dishes, and like I was done. Like I was like, that's the one time I actually spoke up for myself, and I was like, look, like you're gonna keep getting mad for something that we're doing correctly just because you want to use the dishwasher. That's fine. Just do your own dishes and just do it there. And then I got annoyed because I'm like, look, like from now on, like everyone who makes their own food, wash after yourself. Like it's disgusting. Like I'm coming home and like the whole fucking dishes, like sink, everything's like piles of plates, everything, and like it's dirty. It's kind of gross. Like you know, like I like a clean kitchen. And she didn't understand that, and I'm just like, okay, so like if I see dirty dishes, I'm gonna wash them. I'm gonna do it how I do it. Like I'm gonna do it my way. And then she's like, just leave my dishes alone. And I'm like, I don't know which one's your dishes, so how would I know? So whatever I see there, I'm going to clean it and put it away. And then it was just like more money that we spent, and she keeps wasting more water. And I didn't like that, you know. I'm just like, bro, I'm paying for this. I'm like, no. And then she just kept getting mad and bad. Like, I'm just like, they're just causing more attention in the place. Towards the end, it just got really, really bad. Like she ended up calling the cops on me apparently. So how I found that out was when I called the cops on her. I was like, look, I'm letting you know my situation. If it gets worse, like you guys know from the start. I'm letting you know because my dad just thinks it was a better idea to like let the cops know so they have it in record and over the phone. So that's exactly what I did, and I called and they're like, oh, you know, like, did a cop come over this morning? And I'm like, this morning? I'm like, no, today's my day off. I've been home all day. Like, no one else came, you know? And then she was just like, well, yeah, there was a cop. She called the cops on you earlier today. And I was just like, earlier today, she probably went to work and I was still asleep. Like, that's weird. Okay. And I was, mind you, I was like with one of my classmates, and I was like, this girl really called the cops on me for no fucking reason. So I was like, all right, like, and right before I called it, like, before like I ended up calling the cops, like she got into a fight with one of my other roommate about some stupid thing. So me and her were gonna get a mop because we knew the other roommate was like moving out. So me and her was like, okay, let's buy her a mop, whatever. Cause like I've been asking for a mop, nobody wanted to get a mop before, and I'm like, alright. So we finally got a mop. And she ended up charging the other roommate, and I was like, and he was telling me, he's like, why is she charging? She's literally charging me. This is, I mean, it's only $4, but he wasn't really mad because it was $4. It was just the fact that it was like the principle of her like charging him, and that he didn't know about. He's like, why are you charging me? He's like, I could have gotten a mop at home, whatever, you know, things that we don't have to spend more money on. And then she just didn't care about that. She was just like, oh, consider it a cleaning fee. And then he's like, are you kidding me? A cleaning fee in my own apartment? Like, he was not letting that slide. So he literally texted me. He's like, look, April, like, I want you to do me a favor. I'm at work right now. I said, grab everything in the kitchen that's his. Like, when we moved down, we didn't have to pay for pans. We didn't have to pay for a lot of things in the kitchen because he had already from his previous home. And super grateful for him for letting us do that. We didn't have to spend that much money on the kitchen utensils. And he told me, he's like, look, I want everything gone. Everything, take out everything that he wanted in his room. He wanted everything in his closet, and I was like, okay, like, I don't know about your situation when you guys are fighting, whatever, but like, I'll do what you asked me to. So, I guess, because, after they were fighting about that, she ended up taking little things out of the kitchen and like keeping it to herself with her new other roommate. And then, what's it called? So like it was just really problems already that she was taking things out without letting us know. And it was just really like immature of you to do. Like she could have just told us, and I don't know. She was just a really immature person, like a lot. And like I didn't like that. Like I'm like, look, talk. Like this, all you literally have to do is just talk. And she was like one person that didn't want to talk about anything. So yeah, back to the cop thing. So cop being called, whatever. She was like, look, we're gonna send 2 officers with you. I was like, is that really necessary? Like, she's not doing anything. And then they're like, no, it's necessary, so you just get this over with. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. I'm just gonna, you know, if I can't talk to her, maybe the cop can talk to her. And I told the cop, I'm like, look, like, I'm not trying to be racist or anything, but like, I want a person other than white. Because like, because like a lot of people have been saying a lot of like theories about like white cops and like, you know, like killing black people, da 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 da, and like, you know, and I don't know. I just felt like, me being Hispanic, I just felt like anyone but freaking like white, you can come and talk to me, because like, I really don't want to deal with a white person because they're going to favor the other white person. And I've seen that a lot happening. And of course, in this situation, they sent 2 white cops. And of course, they favored her over how I felt, which was really fucking annoying. Because, let me talk to you. I'm trying to pick a song. I feel like I'm in the mood for Mac Miller. Alright, sorry about that. But yeah, so once the cops came, 2 white cops of course came, and I told them my side of the story. And I'm just like, look, like, I don't want any like problems. Like if something happens, like I'm letting you know now, like this is what's happening. And I guess she got home not too long ago, and then like we lived on the 3rd floor. Oof. And the cops were like, we were downstairs, so like 2 cop cars. And then I saw her smoking like outside her window, and I was like, fuck, like this is another time, like I'm not trying to get this girl arrested for this, you know, like it has nothing to do about like weed, so I'm not gonna get her arrested for that, you know. So we go upstairs, she literally runs down, like airs out her room there, she sees the cops coming upstairs with me. So she comes out, they finally speak to each other. So everything that we all shared together was like, we bought the TVs together, we bought other things for the kitchen, plays, forks, all those things. TV stand, everything, we're all gone. It's like walking into a whole new apartment. I will add the video. Actually, I can't add the video because like I will be exposing one of my roommates, and I don't think he wants that. So it was just basically a new home apartment, and then I did complain about that. She had everything hidden in her room, locked up and everything. Even everything, me and her should have got there, everything was gone. Curtains, everything. So, whatever that happened, so cops was just basically saying, I was like, all I'm asking is for everything to be put back together, because I paid for it. I paid for half those things. And I was just like, that's not fair. That's not fair at all. But, you know, cops didn't care. Cops didn't care at all. And what else happened? Yeah, they just basically told me to buy my own paper plates and forks for like the last 2 months. I'm living there. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, you want me to waste even more money? Like, no. And then he was like, the only way to resolve this is if you guys take each other to court. The fuck I look like taking this bitch to court? wasting my time even more and money? No. So, she told the cop, she's like, yeah, I do want to press legal actions. And I'm like in my head, I'm like, you're fucking stupid because you're the one who had all the things hidden in your room. You're gonna fucking lose. Even the cop was like, you're fucking stupid bitch. Like, you a stupid bitch. He literally looked at her and was like, ma'am, you're gonna be wasting more money with court fees and all the things combined. Like, flat out, like, stupid bitch. Basically, nothing happened. The cop was just like, look, try to resolve this. That's it. And they left. And I was like, bro, I was like, I'm not gonna deal with this shit. So I'm literally like on the floor rolling up with my classmate. And then she comes out running back and forth, yelling, trying to curse me out, like da 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 da, like you won't do shit. And I'm like, girl, I'm sitting down on the floor chilling. You wanna come find me? Come and say it to my face. Say what do you have to say. But no, she was just like, no, this, and that. She think I was gonna start her dog. Bitch, why would I involve your dog? Like, you involving the other roomie had enough already. Like, he had it, and I felt just so bad that she kept involving him when it was not his situation. But like, it affected him because we literally had no place to eat, no place to sit down, have a plate, fork, nothing. I literally only had one plate, one bowl, and a fork and a knife in my room. That's literally all I had. And then she ended up going. Oh, so we okay. So she kept telling me that she was like when she was going back and forth, she kept telling me like, oh, like I'm weak, I'm always hiding there. The only reason why she said that is because one day I came back from work. I was in my room, relaxing, calm. I was on FaceTime with my sister and my parents, like I always do every night before I go to bed. I was on FaceTime, and then she just kept yelling and banging on my door, like, bitch, get the fuck out, give me the fucking rice cooker. She was literally arguing about a freaking rice cooker, like. And then, that's the reason why I didn't give it to her, because I didn't have it in my possession. And then that's the reason why she took everything else, like in the kitchen, the bathroom, and everything. She kept saying like, get the fuck out, open the door. And like, I was not gonna go fight this bitch when I'm on FaceTime with my fucking parents. Like, no. And like, my parents know how I am. They're like, do not get up, like. And I was just like, my door was not fucking locked. That shit was bitch, turn it on, we could have came in. And then she was like, oh, that's why you were hiding behind that door, da da da. I was like, bitch, you're fucking lucky my ass did not get off bed and open that damn door, because I was like this fucking close to beat the living shit out of her. I was so close. I was like, bitch, And so my parents were like, so calm down, relax, da 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 da. So one day after that, she went into my room and grabbed all this shit. I was like, oh. She threw my shit that my other roommate gave me as my birthday gift, things I had in my room, my parents got me. She threw away my fucking retainers. If I didn't come home that day at work early, the garbage would take my shit. Mind you, my retainers, I had Invisalign. My retainers are $800. $800 fucking dollars, bitch. I'm living on my own and paying for school? Fuck no. Those are my belongings. Hell no. I came home really pissed off. I literally, like, my anger has control over me. Like, I had no idea who I was at that point. Like, I got home and I was so fucking pissed. Called my dad, like, screaming, like, I'm ready to fight this bitch. Like, I'm here waiting at the door for her to come home. I don't give a fuck. This is the day I was gonna get arrested. Today was the day I was gonna get arrested, and I didn't care. I didn't care if my career was going down the drain, because for nursing, you can't have a record. So I knew, like, I was gonna fuck up my career if I fought her. I just felt like she has done so much to, like, piss me off, and it takes a lot to get me really mad. Like, when I'm mad, like, I'm a whole complete different person, and I didn't like that side of me. Like, I literally had to, my roommate had to, like, calm me down. He's like, leave the house, like, leave now, da 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 da. So what I did, I texted her. I was trying to be real. I called the cops. I'm like, look, my dad was like, call the cops right now. Like, this is, like, her silly now and throwing away, damaging your property. I was like, you're right. So they called the cops, and I was like, look, this girl did this, that. She went in my room without me knowing. I had everything in recording. I recorded everything. Like when things were going bad, like I recorded everything of my room before I went to work. I usually go to work. I wake up, leave my house at like 5:20 a.m. to get ready to go to work and stuff like that. And so that happened. So she was like, we can arrest her. Like, this is your property. She's doing this and this and that. Like, we have a reason to arrest her now. And I was like, damn. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, damn, do I really want this bitch to get arrested? It took a lot for me to like, look, I'm gonna talk to her and I'll call you right back. So I told my dad I had to move some of my things to like one of my classmates' apartment because like I didn't want any of my things to be thrown in the garbage. So I literally texted, I was like, look, I'm being extremely calm right now. If you don't put back the things that was in my fucking room in the next 10 to 15 minutes, I'm calling the cops on you. I have evidence that you went in my room and threw away all this shit. And that it is a crime. And she was just like, she just flat out told me that wasn't me. I don't know where it is. She's like, I'm so sorry that you lost your things, but that wasn't me. Like, this bitch thinks I'm fucking stupid. Which was so annoying. Like, but I'm not stupid. I have everything in recording. I literally told her everything in recording. Like, I can literally arrest you right now. Call the cops and have you arrested right now. And I don't want to go that route. Like, I didn't want to go that route at all. Just me trying to be the bigger person. Like, my roommate was just telling me, like, he's like, look, relax. Like, my dad even told him, like you need to, like, told him to calm me down because he knew something was gonna happen. Like, he knew, like, me being angry, I'm just gonna, like and, like, I don't want to, like, you know, my future is, like, more important to me than a fucking superhero. So, I told her, and, like, and 20 minutes later, I went back in my room, all my things are back. Like, all of a sudden, they were back where they were. Like, I'm a fucking stupid bitch. Trying to help. So, yeah, things just got really bad. And then I was gonna end up leaving a month earlier because I just didn't want to deal with her shit anymore. I was like, I'm done. So, I ended up getting my transfer to live with my parents again just for a little bit until I'm able to, like, move out officially again. I had to transfer schools and stuff like that. It was just like a lot of things to do. And I guess I didn't tell her, but like we did sign some paper and then we told her when we were leaving. I didn't tell her exactly what day I was leaving, but I was told like I'm gonna be leaving soon. And I left one day without telling her, but I told everyone that like the leasing office, like, oh, look, I'm leaving this day, I'm leaving a month early, I'm not paying last month. And she's like, all right. He's like, all we need to do is sign, everyone has to sign it. So she ended up getting the paper and she got it for a different date. And I was like, that's not fair. Like, she ended up putting a different date and not letting us know. So my other roommate was covered with her, whatever. I don't know what situation they had, but like, he didn't have to really pay for rent, whatever. And her mom got involved and started texting me, saying that they're gonna press legal actions if I don't cooperate, whatever it's called. And I'm just like, bro, like, this is so stupid. Like, I told them and they told me this and that. Like, speak with the leasing office. She's like, oh, we did. So I was like, all right. So I spoke with the leasing office. They said it's because of the date that she put on instead of the date that we basically told her, that there's nothing that they could do about it. And I was just like, damn, all right. So I was like, okay. She ended up paying my other roommate for the things that she took, like the TV and all that stuff already. She took everything, paid him. And I've asked him, I'm like, how much did she pay you? She skimmed the fuck out of him, which is disrespectful as fuck. Like, no. And like, I knew she was gonna do that shit to me. So I was like, look, like, send me all the receipts that I don't have, like, all on paper with me, and so like, I'll take it up from rent. And then she was like, no, pay rent first and then I'll give you the money. And I was like, girl, I'm stupid. You skimmed him, I'm not gonna be skimmed right now. I'm not an idiot. I was like, look, just do what exactly I'm telling you. I was like, all you do have to do is send me receipts. That's it. And I'm literally telling you what I'm taking off out of rent or something. So the last month it was like 4 something, and all the things combined that we bought together was probably $200. I didn't make her pay like like 100. Like I really took off rent like 100 something. You know, I was like, girl, you have a lot more that you owed me, but I'm not taking it out, you know. And then I sent the payment through online. I was then gonna send it. I was like, I'm not gonna deal with her. Like, I just think it's best if we just like, I'm gonna do it. Like I told her mom, like, look, I'm gonna send it and I'm gonna just block you guys because my parents don't think this is like a good idea to keep in contact. So I paid my part, blocked her, whatever. Told her, look, I paid my part. Then I guess somehow she got a hold of my dad, which is fucking disrespectful as fuck. Do not bother my dad. Like my dad's on my side, and he knew what was happening. And then my dad was like, oh look, just pay it. Like I'm not gonna like stoop down to this girl's level and like give her extra more money. Like no, she wanted to give me only $27. Of all things that we had to like combine was not $27, honey. She was just trying to skim me, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna deal with that. Like don't keep running all over me. Like no, I won't accept it. And she was just like, she was trying to sue me. Like, girl, you're gonna lose. Like, I already had a good lawyer on me. And I have basically all the evidence, videos, pictures, everything. Whatever, but, you know. Like, I was ready. But she wanted to take me to court. Like, with the court. Because I was so ready with the evidence. And I had a whole bunch of witnesses. Like, everything. Everyone that was on, every time I was on FaceTime, like there was always a problem. My friends were always there, my parents were always there, so they're basically all the witness of everything that has happened. So, yeah, that was literally like a friendship that I had for a year and a half, almost 2 years, went to shit after living together. And the advice I really do want to give others that like before you move in with somebody, make sure who are you like who make sure who you like. I don't have a tongue twister right now. I have no idea why it's not coming out right. Just make sure on like who you live with, because like things can happen like this, you know, like you don't want to go through what I went through. Yeah, really bad. Communication is a really big thing with one another. You know, just be careful. Like always look at things that like, so no one skims you, no one like can tell you what to do. And especially like I had this girl like disrespect me to the fucking max, and honestly I don't know why I let it slide so many times. And it just got to the point where like this shit was like, if I see her on site anywhere, bitch is going down, because like I need my fight. It's me. Like I'm not saying like I'm threatening anybody or giving a promise, but like it's just like, don't let someone ever disrespect you, because I let that shit slide so like too many times. And it just felt like I put so much energy and like anger that came out of me after like I moved back home. I was just so like drained. I was just like, bruh, like I didn't want to deal with anything anymore. Like I was just like, ugh. Like I didn't want to deal with anything anymore. Like I was just so exhausted. And like it took out a lot of energy, and I just felt like everything, how I look at things was just like so different. It wasn't good. Like I wasn't having a good time being back home the first couple months, because like I just felt like shit. Like I could have done something. I could have got her arrested. Like all the things like I could have, I should have done it, didn't do it. And I just feel like be careful on who you decide to move in with. Always be careful with the money, because money is a really big problem when you're like roommating with somebody, because like how we did it, like we divided everything. Like I had the electric bill, she had the rent, and then my other roommate had the Wi-Fi, so we always send each other money. Honestly, I just felt like it's better off like that. But like be careful, like calculate your own money and make sure what you're sending, because a lot of people will skim you and then keep that money to themselves. And that's how I felt like that was happening to me a lot, and my other roommate. And like we just like, he's like, I feel like he's so like mature about it. Like he just wanted everything to be over with. But like me, like I don't know, it's just me, like I had to be the last person to say something. Like, and throughout I feel like I was being a bigger person throughout this whole entire situation, because my roommate was helping me through it, because he also wanted to be done with it. it was just like a lot. Like, just be careful on what you guys do. Because like a lot of people, like, especially moving with friends, I lost a really good friend because of moving with her. It was just like, it was really weird because like I was spend every day with her before I moved out, so I thought it would be like easier. Honestly, it was just like a total nightmare. And not saying I regret moving in with her, but like I learned a huge lesson, like huge lesson. Like honestly, like that's why right now, like when I want to move out, like I'm saving up money so I can be able to live on my own, because honestly I cannot trust anybody to like that anymore. Living together, no. Like if you're not my man, I can't. Like I don't want to like do that again. And that's a huge thing I've learned in life, just to be careful, because a lot of people are not who they really are. And I just feel like you guys need to prepare yourself in order, you know, like think about, like listen to your parents, because my parents thought this girl was crazy. They're like, it's not gonna work out. Should listen to my parents because she was crazy. Fucking crazy. Not being racist or anything, because a lot of people say about Hispanic and da 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 da. But yeah, I just hope you enjoyed my little discussion about like why my experience of a horrible nightmare roomie, and I just hope you learn from my experience, and you know, don't let this happen to you, because it's the worst. I hope you enjoy it. Catch up on my other videos. I hope you guys enjoy them. Bye.